Hi everyone, DJ here. Welcome to Selena City and Lake World, part 195. If you haven't enjoyed a live part of Selena City, maybe go to that part before this one. But today is Throwback Saturday / OC World time. And if you guys want to know, around last month of April, I explored was Evil Doctor World around, I think it was the beginning of the month, or probably at least probably like when April hit, by the way. So, since I pretty much explored her world, it is now time to explore a OC world that I haven't been on since literally around 2024, and it was around 2 years ago. And it's one of those worlds that I pretty do remember, but I don't know how much I remember mostly this world, because like I said, it's been like 2 years since both evolved when I seen this world. But this world, as I remember, was called, it is Luna City, and pretty much Luna is back. So I think around, let's see, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. I think there's like seven more worlds I need to come back to around this year of 2026. And Throwback Saturday, so our OC World will be done. So it'll be all the way to the end of the year. Wow. So I waste no time as always. Let's grind to this. So it has been a long time since I've ever seen Luna in this look, because been like 2024. But as I remember, we have the balcony chair. I do remember that. We have the post box, which is pretty much interesting. Okay, I mean, it does match the color of her outfit, so which is pretty much makes sense. But there is no porch light. Interesting. I thought I did put a porch light in Luna City before, but I guess not. Let's see what her living room looks like. Wow. Her living room do not really look that much decorated. I look at it mostly fool around with the chair and stuff. Interesting. So it looks like we got the Explorer workbench. Why she got an Explorer workbench in here? Then she got the regular sofa, then the paper floor lamp. Okay. Her living room hasn't really been decorated like at all. Like that much. But we got the piano upstairs. Interesting. I'm guessing this is her room. Okay. So she has the dojo bed with the television, with the bank clock, and with the monster cabinet. Interesting. That's a really interesting room I pretty much made back around 2024. Then we have is the bathroom. The bathroom looks pretty much nice. I mean, it's not really new seeing much of the bathroom except for with the this is the blue powder rug. Okay. What's the kitchen looks like? Okay, I was gonna say, I thought the kitchen not gonna look any different, but it does. So we only have one thing that looks different, and that is the range cooker. Okay, so like the range cooker is pretty much, mostly back in the kitchen. Then, yes, I noticed this, the pile of stone is also here as well. Can make it very interesting. I just put like, two washing machines right there and put, something else in that room, but I guess that's how I remember I made with Luna City back around 2024. Then her vehicle is the blue sports car. Okay, that is pretty much nice. I mean, I think that's the second time I'm seeing. No, this is probably the second. Yeah, I think it is the second time I've pretty much seen a regular Brick Bar car from any OC world. But that's pretty much cool. Then we have the backyard. Looks like we have like a basketball and most of the dugout seats. It makes more sense for mostly for Luna, because she is a cheerleader. I mean, I know they mostly like cheerleaders for like football and basketball. Hockey, I don't think so. I don't think there's no cheerleaders in hockey, but it makes more sense for basketball. But I wish I should have put another hoop with that hoop, because for some reason I think when I made the OC World backyard before and have like the basketball and dugout, you always would have like two basketball hoops instead of one, because I mean, I know that stands a backyard. I mean, I know in a backyard you're not supposed to have like two basketball hoops, but it would make more entire sense to put if you're doing like a basketball game, or you're trying to play like a basketball with like two hoops, where you have like two teams, then you have the other two teams, and they have the basketball hoops right there. It makes more entire sense, but you know what? That's what I'm just pretty much saying for just for the backyard. But I don't know anybody who really has like two basketball hoops in their backyard, because I used to have a basketball hoop back around like years ago when I was little. But still, that's a pretty much interesting backyard diff right there. Then we have is the colony houses. So we have is the, I guess it's supposed to be like the navy blue one, or probably the dark blue one. Then we have is the post box. Okay. Then if we go pretty much in the room, we see the television, we see the ninth throne, we have the rain cooker, and the kitchen sink. Interesting. Then for upstairs, we got is the we got three washing machines. Okay. Why are there three washing machines? You know, I always just kind of remember that one place I went to where there usually be a washing machine. I forgot what it was. It was like in a hotel like apartment building. There was like usually be like, you know how like four washing machines kind of like from each other. That's what it reminded me of. For some reason, I don't know why I put three washing machines in this upstairs. But I guess that's how I remember doing for this colony house. But it's good to see this colony house in Luna City. Then we have is the one that's kind of like sand, which is kind of very interesting, even though it looks like you know, cheese or mustard. But if we go in the living room, we have is the looks like we have is the large flat screen TV with the palace throne, with the kitchen oven and the kitchen sink. Interesting. Then if we go pretty much in upstairs, we see is the bathroom sink, or should I say the bathroom, the shower, the bathroom sink, and a bathroom tub. Toilet. My mind is so jumpy a little bit. My mind is so jumpy. But yeah, this is how I mostly remember most from upstairs, you know, bathrooms. I mean, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. How many times I've seen the bathroom upstairs, mostly in OC Worlds, especially in Selena City? Pretty much a lot of times. Well, except for the Showcat bill, but it's pretty much been a lot of times. But that's good to pretty much see this colony house pretty much again. And then we have is the one with the white one. Interesting. Well, what's this living room looks like? Okay, so look, we got the airport chairs. Okay, with the television, refrigerator, a kitchen sink, and a kitchen oven. Nice. I actually want to think to this one too. Why the kitchen oven is literally on where, you know, just where you like, you know, walking out of the house? That just, I don't know why they put, you know, I wish they let you can design that when you're pretty much, you know, lay out of the house. That would be pretty cool to see. But then we have is the modern wardrobe. I think this was the modern wardrobe. Yep, got that right. Wow. I mean, I should have put at least like something else more than just a closet in here, but I think mostly in my room where I'm looking at right now, I pretty much just have like one closet in here. So yeah, it kind of makes more time sense. Just have more than anything else. But still, that's pretty much cool to see the colony house pretty much again after 2 years. But now we have the Showcat build. We have is this the dance hall 19? Let me see. Might be 19 something. The 1950 dance hall. Yeah. So this is the 1950 dance hall. This would come with the Showcat bill with a cheerleader right there. She's just cheering on. Then we have in most of the balloons. Like, I don't need to really talk about this Showcat bill because I've shown this Showcat bill since what, 5 years ago, and most of all, it's not really a new Showcat bill from over around Lake Worlds back then, but I remember when I first time seen this Showcat bill, it was pretty much new to me, and it's pretty much new to y'all since that year of 2021. So it's pretty much cool to see the Showcat bill pretty much in 2026 around Luna City. So glad to see that. What was the next one? Oh, Master Wu's Dojo. Wow. You know, it's kind of crazy to me that, you know, 15 years of Lego Ninjago going on, it is insane. Like, even when the Lego channel, like, you know, posted, like, you know, what was it? Their 15-year anniversary music, what I have saw pretty much around January, around winter. Then they post the intros, and yeah, most of the intros from like 2011 to 2026. Like, dude, I've been watching this show since literally let's see, since I was 5. That was around 2011. I remember it piloted on Cartoon Network. That is insane. Like, from 5 years old to now 19 years old. That is crazy. And it's true. I am 19, by the way. I am really 19. But it's cool to see Master Wu Dojo pretty much in Luna City. So it's glad to see that in 2026. What is this one? I think this is the Ninjago City Q Showcat build. Oh yeah, I remember this Showcat build. This one might be one. I think this might be one. Let me see. Yeah, it is. It is one. So this one is from 2021. This Showcat build really don't need to be spored because I have shown this Showcat build a lot of times. Why can I not? Oh, that's right, cause Luna's face had the scuba face. I keep remembering that. So if I pretty much go in here, it's kind of like a hotel. Like it's pretty much like a hotel and pretty much a party in here. So if you go to the rooms, it's pretty much like a hotel, like lay a hotel room. So that's pretty much cool. Then if I keep going up top, or should I say Luna, there's kind of like a little restaurant in here with kind of like drinks and popcorn, which is pretty much nice. Then yeah, I should be seeing the dance floor. Yeah, it's right here. No, that's the bedroom. Sorry, that's the bedroom. It is up here, isn't it? Yeah, it's right here. So it's pretty much a dance party here where you can pretty much dance on here, which is pretty much nice. If I had to say this, Ninjago City Q1 Shokai build was probably one of the most best Shokai builds I've shown pretty much that year of 2021. I mean, there's like more Shokai builds I've shown pretty much that year of 2021, but this one is pretty much sick, and I really love it. So I'm glad what they did pretty much most of this Shokai build pretty much in that pretty over the year when Lego Ninjago movie came out. So that is pretty much nice. So it's good to see Lego Ninjago City Q1 in Luna City. Then we have is the Bandits Hideout. Now, I talked about the Hideout Shokai build back then, and don't really need to give an example of it. I mean, this is a kind of a good hideout than the Jewel Thief Hideaway. I mean, I know it's kind of like a railroad, but I don't think no cowboy would probably go down here and probably find some gold that the bandits stolen. But this Shokai build had memories too, a little bit of memories of it than the Jewel Thief Hideaway. But it's good to pretty much see it pretty much in Luna City. Alright, next one is the Samurai Castle. Now, don't really need to explore this one, but this Shokai build has been showing since very long time actually, since season 4 of 2021 of Shokai builds. Yes, I'm not kidding with you. This Shokai build has been here almost, like next year it's gonna be like 6 years, which is crazy. Like, mostly for the series. And believe me, Samurai Castle is also pretty much, shown in Ormataro Charge. You can barely even find the Shokai build. I think it's probably one of the most hardest Shokai builds to find, most with the Samurai. But this Shokai build also do have memories. Really a lot of memories. And I'm surprised I actually put it in Luna City. So, it's good to pretty much see it pretty much in Luna City. Alright, next one is another Season 4 Shokai build, which pretty much mostly the final one of 2021, of literally the last year of when, before Shokai build pretty much ended. And that is pretty much the barn. Now, the barn is pretty much shown around Maribel Dolls as well. You can pretty much find the Shokai build too. But this Shokai build is also pretty much, a Shokai build as well. I remember putting like farm animals in here as well, which makes more sense for the barn, mostly in Lego Worlds. They also got like a bunch of like hay around too. This is not where I put the hay around, like, back then, because this is part of the Shokai build. But man, this Shokai build really was the last time I pretty much shown this Shokai build. That is pretty much crazy. But it's pretty good to see it pretty much in 2026 of Luna City. Alright, next one is the Chemistry Laboratory. This is another Season 4 Shokai build. Most of all, this Shokai build also have memory too. This is kind of like a laboratory, if you can pretty much say it. But it got like a bunch of sinks around. It got like just one sink. Just kind of like one computer right here. And kind of like, I guess, studying for this grass right here. And basically, like, I guess this whole entire like hardware. So that is pretty much cool. I mean, for most Shokai builds I've shown, mostly from Season 4, this one right here was a memory buy. And if you want to pretty know how you count this Shokai build, I think you can probably count it from just the Shokai build. I don't know if it's in Wicked Wasteland. But it's pretty good to see it pretty much in 2026, so welcome back. Or should I say welcome back in Luna City. Next one is the Fire Station. Now, this Shokai build is not part from any type of Shokai build. It's part from the Special Shokai build. Now, back around 2021, there was another series I made, was pretty much called Special Shokai build. And I think it's probably kind of like the Special Shokai builds from like ones that are kind of like very cool, like the Fire Station, which I don't really need to explore, but I want to go ahead and look around and see how much like it pretty much was, when I showed it around, years ago. And I got to say this. I don't know if a fire station really do look like this with I don't know if it really firefighters have like, most of it like, beds around in the fire station. But I do know one thing. This was a very cool Shokai build I shown back then. Really was. And I'm glad to pretty much see it pretty much in Luna City. So that is pretty much cool. And also the helicopter as well. Then we have the 1950s drive-through. Yeah, I remember this Showcat build. This Showcat build was also pretty much, good too. The pink convertible when you first time see it. Got the snacks. You got like a little diner in here with the music. Like, that is amazing. And also you got a movie playing as well. I used to watch what's his name? I don't know if anyone remembers his name or not, but it's designer slash gamer, and I remember watching his videos so much back then. I mean, I think he was the only Lego YouTubers who still do mostly this game. Until then, I think I haven't seen him upload in so long. So I hope he is really doing okay, cause I used to see him upload a lot of time, but I might probably go check on his channel and see if he's still uploading Lego Worlds or with what's her name, Sheila. But it's pretty much good to pretty much see the Showcat build though. Really do love showing the Showcat build background. Special Showcat build actually. Forgot to mention that. How many Showcat build we have left? 'Cause this has been a really long video. We got 3 left. So this is the airport one. I don't think this was a special Showcat build. I think this might have been just a Showcat build. I do like how they made the Showcat build like an actual airport, which is pretty much cool. But the one thing I don't like is that they don't have an airplane out here. Oh wait, they do. Okay, I was about to say because some reason it is before. I don't know if I didn't see it or not, but it used to be no airport. Sorry, no airplane around this Showcat build, and it was the cargo plane. So that is pretty pretty much cool. So I'm glad they pretty put an airplane in this one, because that would have been kind of ridiculous if you have passengers who want to go travel to somewhere like other states. You do need an airplane, because I don't know who goes to an airport, get your passport ready, and probably go to the airplane with no airplane. So that is really something. But it's good to pretty much see it pretty much in Luna City. So glad to see the Showcat build pretty much back in 2026. And the next one, it is pretty. What was this one again? I showed the Showcat build so many times, and it's part around season 4. Ninja. No. Sorry, is this an Ninja? I think this is Samurai. I think this is it's a Samurai VXL site. Yeah. So this one comes with Master Chen and the Anaconda. Now this Showcat build is part from season 4 of Showcat build, and to be fair, season 4 of Lego Ninjago, and I have to say it by the way, best Lego Ninjago season, or actually not even the best season, mostly the best show of mostly all time for that season. Like, literally Mortal Kombat, I don't even have to go ahead and pretty talk all about it. I'll just call it absolute cinema. Literally absolute cinema. Love the characters, love the season, love the villain too. I mean, I think some people say they don't like Master Chen, but I actually did like Master Chen, especially his I don't know if I should really say this. His not his minions, but his whole time, army, and his I guess partner. I could pretty much say. I forgot what his name was, cause he did come back around season 6 of Lego Ninjago. That's when I start watching whole entire Lego Ninjago around from 2015 till 2023. Yeah, don't ask me how I skipped a whole entire year gap of Lego Ninjago. I just haven't really been catching on the show that mostly back then until now. But the vehicle itself is pretty much cool. The characters was pretty much cool. It's so the Showcat build. This was a fun time showing back around season 4, and hopefully I'll pretty much bring it back very soon enough, mostly this year or 2026, because this was one of my favorite Showcat builds around that year too. But Samurai VXL site, welcome back in Luna City. And the last one that I pretty much just shown this year actually, but let me see. I think it's called, there it is, the Ancient Arch. Now I did talk about this Showcat build before. I mean, it's a kind of a very interesting one because it comes with a character that I just passed through, which is pretty the Spartan warrior. And the Spartan warrior is kind of like the Roman commander, instead of like a Spartan warriors, which is pretty cool. But also, I was gonna make a joke that probably remind me of the one from Miraculous Ladybug, that building that pretty seen for most like a few episodes from like I think maybe like season 1 or probably just like mostly every episode. But still, this one is pretty much a interesting one. Not a bad one, not a very cool one, but it's an interesting Showcat build. So that is pretty much a very nice one for mostly with the Spartan Warrior, especially with this Showcat build. And I'm glad to pretty much see it pretty much in 2026 of Luna City. But yeah, but what M1, I'm gonna go ahead and end off right here, man. I'm telling you what, these OC World get way more longer and longer. But that's what I mostly enjoy about these throwback Saturday / OC World, because I've been doing this for a really long time, and come back to mostly doing it mostly from what till this year now, it's pretty much crazy. So I'm glad I'm still doing these. But we have about like 7 more months until mostly this is gone, and I know what's gonna happen next after OC World is not gonna be shown anymore. But if you guys enjoyed the show, I know what to do. So I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.